The worst feeling in the world isn't failing. It's when the people you trusted most look you right in the eyes and say, "You will never make it." But what if I told you that one insult, that one moment of humiliation could be the greatest gift of your life? If you are going through a hard time right now, watch this story till the end. It will change everything. This is the story of David. David was a hard-working guy. He worked 14 hours a day at a corporate job, barely making enough money to pay his rent. He had a brilliant idea for a startup. For months, he stayed awake all night building his business plan. One day, he gathered the courage to present his idea to his boss and his colleagues, hoping for their support. But instead of supporting him, his boss laughed. He threw David's file on the floor in front of the whole office and said, "You are just a low-level worker, David. You have no money, no talent, and no future. Stop dreaming like a king when you are born to be a servant." The whole office started laughing at him. That same day, he was fired. At that moment, David had two choices. He could argue, cry, and complain about how unfair life was, or he could fight back. But David didn't fight back with words. He packed his things, walked out of that office, and completely disappeared. For the next 3 years, nobody saw him. No social media, no parties, no weekends off. He went into complete monk mode. He lived in a tiny, broken apartment. He ate cheap noodles. He failed dozens of times. He cried when nobody was watching. But every time he wanted to give up, he remembered the laughter of his boss. That humiliation became his fuel. While they were sleeping, he was working. While they were partying, he was building. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it happens to those who never quit. Slowly, things started to change. His small idea turned into a profitable business. That business grew into a multi-million-dollar empire. Within 5 years, the boy who was called a servant was now the CEO of one of the fastest-growing companies in the city. He had private jets, luxury cars, and a massive team working for him. But meanwhile, the universe was playing its own game. His old boss's company was collapsing. They made bad decisions, lost all their money, and were on the verge of total bankruptcy. Desperate to save his sinking company, the old boss begged a major investment firm to buy his business. The firm agreed to a meeting. The day of the final meeting arrived. The old boss was sitting in the boardroom, shaking with fear, waiting for the billionaire investor who was going to save his life. Suddenly, the massive double doors of the boardroom opened. The investor walked in. The boss stood up to shake his hand, but suddenly his face turned pale. He couldn't breathe. His legs started shaking. The billionaire investor, 2-second pause, was David. The boss expected anger. He expected David to insult him, but David just smiled, looked him in the eye, signed the buyout papers, and calmly said, "Thank you for not believing in me." Never argue with your haters. Never explain your dreams to small minds. Just outwork them. Let your success be the loudest revenge.